The black and amber are back, looking for a double in Danske Bank Ulster schools. That is St Aidan's Derrylin. If you remember, on the 12th of January, we broadcast their victory in the McCormick Cup. This is a year younger, so we still have quite a few players from the team who won back then. And they are now here in Brewster Park in Enniskillen at 11 o'clock on a Thursday morning in April to see if they can repeat what happened in Oher back then. The photographers lining up to get their snaps, and off they go in the famous Ballycastle colours, the Kilkenny colours, and Ballycran and County Down as well. And those are the colours of St Aidan's from Derrylin, and they are in the Danske Bank Ulster Schools McEvoy Cup final for under 15 and a half, and they are up against Largy College from Clones. They are in the blue, and we'll swing over and get a look at them as they warm up. They were out in the pitch a few minutes earlier. This is Largy College, and in the middle there you'll see in the middle two famous footballers as well. They're not playing today, but they're part of the management. The guy just turning around in the blue top, that is Desi Moan, and he of course is Clontarf All-Star nominee 2013, 16 years with Monaghan. And on the right, that is Ryan McInnesby, current Monaghan star. And not too far away from those lads as well will be Vinnie Corey, the Monaghan manager. He's the new VP there in Largy College in Clones. And before I go any further, I have to mention their sponsors. Shane Wilson is the sponsor for Largy College of this live stream, and there's Desi. Well, that's what management's all about, isn't it? Tying the laces. So he is fulfilling a very important job there. And the other sponsor for St Aidan's Derrylin, ITS Kinawley, is their sponsor. And mention of Kinawley, quite a few of the Derrylin lads are actually from the Kinawley club. I'm actually going to count them now. I'll give you the teams in a minute, but let me just count 1, 2, 3 and 5 of the forwards, so 8. More than half of the starting team for Derrylin are actually from the Kinawley club. And there's a lovely picture they posted the other day of the players all wearing their club gear. I think it was about 4 different clubs, all well represented, but Kinawley certainly have most on the starting team for them. But for this team, Largy College, well, they're from the likes of Ahabog, Clones of course, Killeven, Curran, Aerogue. Those are the clubs involved for them, certainly in the starting 15 for Largy College. Now, what else can I tell you before we start? The referee is out in the middle. He's got one of the captains out there actually, and the referee is Martin Conroy from the Moy in Tyrone, although I believe he actually referees in Armagh. But the McNichols, Malachy and James have been doing that for years. They have the insurance business there. So it's the two number 11s are the captains. Number 11 for St Aidan's in the black and amber, that is Tomas Cathcart, who of course played in the final a couple of months ago, so he's looking for a double. And the number 11 is Matthew McCaughey, and he is from Clones, so he is captaining his team there today. That is Largy College, and they're going for a double as well actually. You know, there's a lot being said, and I've said a lot about Derrylin going for a double, but Largy also won the Jerry Brown Cup, and they are in another final coming up, I believe, as well. So they're having a great season and enjoying playing football at this level. So the other important thing to mention is that we are live streaming on Facebook and on YouTube, so you can choose which of those you want to watch it on. You can switch from one to the other if you like, whichever suits you better, and you can also leave comments there. The audience is building as I speak. I can see it flicking on the Facebook page there. There's a lot of new people, or people new to the stream just joining it now, ready for the start, which will be only in a couple of minutes time. And I'm also going to flick over to the live chat as well on YouTube now and again, so I'll keep an eye on there, and feel free to leave a message there. And I know some of the backroom teams were telling me there that they have had viewers for the previous stream in the likes of Australia and America, so I'll be very interested to hear who is watching out there. I suppose in Australia it's late evening, depending on which part of Australia you are at, but let me know where you're watching the game from. Largy have players, their MVPs in the semi-final, by the way, that's what I'm reading here on their Twitter feed: Paddy McDonald, Jude McGinty, Donica Quigley, Ryan Quigley and Ryan Murphy. And I'm glad I just clarified that it's McGinty and not McGinnity. Down in this part of the world in Fermanagh you would normally get McGinnity, although my father used to always call him McGinty. Maybe that's because when you go over the border into Monaghan, they're McGinty. So you lose an eye, I think, somewhere along the way there. So we will go through the teams for you now, since I am talking about them. And feel free to send your messages in the meantime on the live chat or the comments there on Facebook or YouTube. So let's start with St Aidan's Derrylin. We're looking at them now. So they are in the black and amber. And starting with the goalkeeper, it's Thomas Fitzpatrick from Timor. 2 is Lawrence Doone from Derrylin, and he did play in January as well in the other final. 3 is Cahir Riley from Kinolly. 4, Conan McManus from Kinolly. 5, Cian Martin, Kinolly. Alex McCaffrey is at 6, he's Timor. 7, Ryan McBrien from Derrylin. And see the way I'm putting that local dialect in there. They call it Derrylin down there. They don't bother with the Y. So 8, Dara Donegan, Derrylin. 9, Shay Pryor, Derrylin. So a Derrylin midfield. 10 is Matthew Ferguson from Kinolly. 11 is the captain, Tomas Cathcart. 12, Ben Malanofi. 13, Owen McTiernan from Kinolly. 14 is Ronan Fitzpatrick from Timor Shamrocks. And 15 is Aidan Leonard from Kinolly. And that is their starting 15. So let's go on now to the Largy College starting 15. Number 1 is Ryan Quigley from Ahabog. 2, Sean Clerkin from Clonus. 3, Ryan Murphy from Killeven. 4, Donica Quigley from Clonus. 5, Stephen Cusack from Ahabog. 6, Phelan Brady from Curran. 7, James Rooney from Aerogue. 8, Dane McAvinney from Killeven. 9, Mantas Poloskus from Aerogue. 10, Jude McGinty from Aerogue. 11, Matthew McCaughey, the captain from Clonus. 12, Paddy McDonald from Clonus. 13, Ulton Martin from Killeven. 14, Oren Carolan from Ahabog. And 15 is Aidan McFarland from Killeven. So those are the 2 sets of players. You're looking at Desi Moan in there and Ryan McInespy giving a few last minute instructions to their team. I heard some comments or read them in the Fermanagh Herald and Katrina Brennan's column, and she was saying that they attack up the middle and they're very good, strong up the middle, and very fast runners and strong runners with the ball, as you'd expect with men like Desi and Ryan over them. And we've seen Derrylin with Richie O'Callaghan there on the left over them, with help from Dom Corrigan in the back there, and Pat McIntyre, the principal, to the right with a cap. He's just gone out of shot now, and Richie with the last bits of advice. There is Pat back in the shot, although he will be going out of the shot. He is retiring, I believe, but what a way to go out. 51 years of the college, of the school, and they get to 2 finals in 1 year. The hat is off, the anthem is on. Well, they belted that out, didn't they? There were a few people getting into that a bit early in the morning. Or is it? Why not? It's nothing like a school's final to get the blood rushing, get you out of your bed and get you all the way down here to Brewster Park, and why not? It'll be worth it. Great conditions, great pitch, a little bit of rain on the way down, but no sign of it now. It's nice and bright. Young lads going out there, and someone's going to be a star today. Somebody's going to win this cup, and somebody's going to lift that cup as well. So will it be Matthew McCaughey, number 11 for Largy, or will it be Tomas Cathcart, number 11 for St Aidan's? It will be a number 11, that's for sure, but who's going to win it? Let's get it underway. The referee has come over to this side. That is Martin Conroy from Des Moines, and he's just checking a few things with a few people on the sideline to get that one going. Comments starting to come in. We do welcome them as we go on, but we are also watching the scammers on there, trying to get rid of them for you. But I am interested to know where you're watching it from, in the schools, or maybe you're abroad, but let us know. But we will get on with the game, and we will describe the action, and we will show it to you on this live stream, which is courtesy of the 2 schools involved, and the sponsors ITS Kinolly and Shane Wilson is sponsoring on behalf of Largy College. So the scene set. Danske Bank, overall sponsors of Ulster Schools. This is the McEvoy Cup final for under 15.5. And Martin Conroy gets us underway, and the big fellas go up for it in the middle. And it's St Aidan's in the black and amber who get the ball first, and Matthew Ferguson is their number 10, but he isn't able to just hold on to the ball there. And this is Dane McAvinny, famous for Monaghan name, as is McGinty and the likes of Clerkin and that. So they're following in tradition. McCahey now from the Clonus club, and St Aidan's have dropped very deep there. Only 3 players left up in the other half, and they're a long way from the play. So the rest of the St Aidan's players have dropped right inside their 45 to all 12 players. Free awarded there for that challenge. And a free for the boys in blue, and that is Largy College. They did meet in the group stages. Largy won that one, 112 to 2-4. Don't know if we can read too much into that though. Don't know what the day was like or the teams were like, but Largy won it. And that one's going to go to the left harmlessly wide. They also met a couple of years ago. I think it was more or less the same squads 2 years ago, under 13.5. And Derrylin had a big victory, but again, can't read anything into that. So the goalkeeper, wearing a jersey very similar to the outfield jerseys, or maybe it's not the goalkeeper. No, I think it is. And that would be Thomas Fitzpatrick. Just drills it long over to the stand side. Little bit of tug in the jersey, well spotted by the referee. Sometimes it's only us in the stand who see it because of the angle, but he's right on it, Martin. And that ball put low into the forwards, but wasn't able to get through all the blue. Challenge putting the ball and the man over the line. And when it happens in front of the stand, the noise is going to go up, and the reaction you heard from the supporters on both sides. But it's a free, and Martin Conroy, no fuss, just getting on with the game. Now, is this going to break for the boys in blue? It is. Largy College with their full forward Oren Carolyn. Familiar pattern for the games these days, with lots of defenders back, just trying to stop the way forward. But it's another free for Largy, and Oren is just going to leave it there, and he's going to leave it to Paddy McDonald. Perfect for a left footer, but quite a distance out. But he looks like he fancies this one. The previous free was from the left and went harmlessly wide. It didn't reach. He looks like he's going to go for this one. Gives it a fair dig, and that might be over, and it is over. Great score. First score under 3 minutes, and it's Largy College who take the lead. 1 point and no score. Beautifully executed, and when you do that early on, it gives you a bit of confidence. The kick out the previous time went to the stand side here and was gobbled up. Where's it going to go? Well, he's going to change his mind. He is going to come back this way, and that is going to go out of play. I think I saw what he was trying to do, but he just didn't quite get the angle on it. But obviously the Monaghan College are pressing from the kick out, and they're making it difficult for the goalkeeper, and that's why they've got possession again. But the Derrylin defence have now managed to turn that over, and out they come now. It's Fermanagh against Monaghan. It's Derrylin against Clonus. And it's a right old battle so far, and it seems to be well matched as well. Now, this is the young fella, Ferguson, who got the first ball of the game. He does better with this one and sends a nice ball up as well. And a good kick pass. We haven't seen too many of those, and takes a good number of players out. Now they're going to try another kick pass, and that's always nice to see. And it's into Aidan Leonard, and it's working. You see the way they've isolated the forwards, and they've got past a lot of the blue jerseys, and now they're working it forward. 14 is Ronan Fitzpatrick from Timor Shamrocks. Little dummy, so they go back to Fitzpatrick. Now it's their turn to try and find a way through a blocked defence set up by Largy. Ryan McBrien is number 7, and now they get a ball in there to the full forward area, and this is the number 11 Cathcart, and off he goes. Oh, and that solo was just a bit high, but he's still going and making it into the net, and he does score. I don't quite know how he got it in there, but he did. Let's have another look at it. It looked like he'd soloed and then lost possession, but he managed to deceive the defenders here, and a lovely little tap over as well. What a beauty of a goal. He scored a 4 points in the semi-final, and he's got a goal early on today. That's a terrific start and brilliant piece of skill. This is McDonald's, and he's lost it, but then Largy managed to get it back, and this is Alton Martin. All very tight along the sideline there. But it is Martin who's going to kick it back in. Oh, and he puts a lovely ball in there. Makes it difficult for the defenders and makes it easier for Carolyn. Another famous name from down that part, although maybe more popular in the likes of Cavan. And that's just going to go to the right. Excuse me. Remains 1 goal to a point. But that goal certainly livened things up, and the sun is coming out a little bit stronger here, so it's lovely and bright early in the morning here in Enniskillen. Now, where is he going with this one? Goes to the right this time, but it's gone to the opposition again. They're having bother with the kickouts, and I'm not just saying that because it's the keeper, it's the whole team, but because maybe it's the press from Largy, but they are winning ball from the Derrylin kickouts. James Rooney is number 7 for Largy. 8 is Dane McEvoy. Derrylin sitting back rather. They come out to the captain, McCaughey. And he tries to burst through and does so, and he's still going and he fancies it, but he's run into 2-3 challenges, and the last one I think was penalised. That was Alex McCaffrey's challenge. Free in, and Paddy McDonald will fancy this one again. As I said, he would have got a bit of confidence from the previous one. So the crowd building steadily online. Just checking on YouTube and Facebook to see who's there and where you're watching from. Feel free to connect with us on this live stream as Paddy McDonald tries to score his 2nd point, and he's indeed connected beautifully again. 2 in a row for Paddy. St Aidan's with that 1 goal. And what a beauty it was. He actually couldn't see well from where I was. I thought he'd maybe tried to pass it with his hand. I didn't realise he'd put it in with his foot. That was a lovely little dink. And here he is again. McCaughey, or Cathcart rather. Cathey's the other number 11. Cathcart puts it in there. Again, letting the ball do the work, and he sent it in towards Fitzpatrick, but it's coming. Is it coming back out again? No, they've still got possession, and it is indeed Fitzpatrick. Thomas Fitzpatrick in goals. Ronan Fitzpatrick at number 14 from Timor Shamrocks. Phelan Brady now. Oh, and a tough challenge coming in from Cathcart to put him over the line. That's the 2nd time that's happened. That the referee just says, get on with the game. Sideline ball for Largy, and another tug on the jersey, and the referee has his hand up saying he's giving advantage for that. We did see it. He's missing nothing, this referee. This is Stephen Cusick from Ahabog, number 5. There's no real options up ahead. And this is the corner forward, number 15, Aidan McFarlane, but he had no option really to come back out because there were so many Derrylin defenders in there. Captain pops it in there, but that's where the big numbers in defence counts, when they get so many men back there. But McCaughey has won it back, but Cathcart, the other captain, wins it back for his team. And Derrylin have a chance now. They do like to let the ball do the work, but they're unable to because Phelan Brady got in the way. So good, exciting, even contest here so far. 1 point in it. Don't think there's any breeze to talk off out there. I do feel a little bit of a chill in a breeze, but it's not like a breeze that would influence the game. But Derrylin haven't had as many attacks, let's put it like that. They did get a goal though. That's Owen McTiernan. Now he looks for Aidan Leonard on the far side, but that's well defended. Support coming in from Rooney. They have coped with everything else apart from the goal. Largy very well. That last interception at the back, by the way, just to give him credit, was Sean Clerkin. And that's resulted in McEvoy now on the attack, and this could be an equaliser. It could be even better. And he tries to get a boot on it. The defender lost his footing, and I think it was the goalkeeper who came to the rescue there. Let's have another look at it. The point would have levelled it, but they went for the goal. And there he is, McCahey, and the keeper did do well, didn't he, Thomas Fitzpatrick? And it is Derrylin now, and they have profited from their goal kick this time. 12 is Ben Milanofi. And that actually would have been a terrific ball if it had just been a little bit higher. You could see what he was trying to do. Didn't quite make it though. Aidan McFarland gives it in to McEvoy, who stayed up in the attack. That's a lovely ball popped in to McGinty. But again, they find it difficult to break down the Derrylin defence. But this is the full forward. This is Carolyn looking for the equaliser, and he gets it, and that is their first score from play. And on the balance of play, you would be thinking at this point that Largy should be ahead, but they've just levelled it. 1 goal to 3 points, but 3 scores to 1. And supporters on my left starting to sing. They've all gone quiet over to the right. That's teasing the Derrylin supporters, and they are a little bit quiet. They've only had that one moment, but it was a brilliant moment. Now from the kickouts, dropping, and on the break it's Derrylin this time, and they do well. It's McTiernan, well out the field, but he is very dangerous near a goal. He puts it in there, but the 2 players spill. Ferguson, Matthew Ferguson spins away. He got a goal on the point in the semi-final win, and he's got a free here if he needs it, and indeed the referee is giving it to him. And I think he was fouled again actually, so he could get a free for either of those. But I think it's always isn't it, when they have a situation like that, it's where the most advantageous spot is after the advantage if he's fouled again. So a chance now for the lead for Derrylin, a chance to get their first point of the game. Owen McTiernan scored 3-1 in the semi-final, by the way. Cathcart has got a goal and a point now in this game, and the captain is playing his part. They're back in front. 1-1 to 3, 4-3. Ryan Quigley is the goalkeeper from Ahabog, and he spotted a run and picked out Dane McEvoy perfectly, and Dane threads a lovely ball through there to Matthew McCaughey. It's right down the middle. I did mention that they like to play straight down the middle, and they're strong that way, and you can see that. Just haven't had the finish as much as you might expect from their possession, but Martin is trying to do something about that, but that's quite easily blocked down. McGinty gives it back in to McEvoy. He's been on the ball an awful lot, and he does get his kick away, but it's not going to reach, or is it? Actually, it's gone over the bar, off the bar. That looked like a tricky one for the keeper. I didn't think it was going to get, but it did. But he might be blocked down as well, but he just gave it enough, and it hit the black spot, and we're level again. It was the midfielder. Now, a lot of kickouts have come to this side, and they've spilled between these two. And McTiernan, maybe he's the target for these, for Derrylin, and he's done well on this occasion all on his own, and I think he might have been fouled there, but the referee's given him advantage, and he's playing very well. As I say, he's dangerous near goal. He's got 3 goals in the semi-final, but he's also good out the field as well. This is Brady, who's been prominent for his team, and he boots that and loses his boot. His boot comes off, but the ball goes a little bit further. And McGinty now. This is Palauskas for Largy. And is that a foul? No, the referee says play on. It was a challenge from Ferguson. And they're just trying to get an angle here for another score to maybe just sneak into the lead. And it's gone to the right, and it's gone tamely wide. And Derrylin's defence does its job again. So we're now coming up to the first quarter, and that's flown by, hasn't it? Excuse me. Just checking on the chat there on Facebook and YouTube. Everything seems to be going okay. I hope you're enjoying the coverage. Courtesy of the two schools involved here, St. Aidan's, their sponsor for this, ITS Kinolly, and for Largy College, Shane Wilson. Many thanks to them for making this live stream possible. There's McTiernan again. He's definitely the target, isn't he? They've gone to him 4 or 5 times, and he's getting a lot of special treatment here, but he's still going. 2 men trying to stop him, but they can't. That's great work by McTiernan. They do need that. Derrylin to get possession, another high tackle, but the referee gives advantage again. He's very good at giving advantage, and he explains that as well to McTiernan. But they're not really making too much progress, but at least they have possession this time from their own kick out. Spread the play. McTiernan just staying around the middle. Maybe his plan or their plan is to keep him out the field a bit to draw the Largy defence out. Largy, I'm just looking at 2 sweepers back. 1 on the 21, 1 on the 45, so guarding up the middle. But there's a ball threaded through, and that goes to the cornerback who does his job. That's Clerkin, and he's impressed me so far, the lad from Clonus, as is this guy Brady, number 6. But it's McTiernan again. He's from Kinolly. He's been very dangerous out the field. Easily recognised with the red boots. This is Dara Donegan from Derrylin, and he's too closely tackled by Poloskis. Conroy gives that, and he's having a word with the defender as well. Maybe asking him to turn around to see his number. Alex McCaffrey is number 6. Gives it in to Cian Martin. This is back to McTiernan. As I say, a long way from goal. And he launches a rather strange, ambitious, angled pass way back inside his own half. But it works to Conan McManus. He's been closely followed, McTiernan, by Donica Quigley. He's become his shadow in this game. And again, this fella Clerkin at number 2 impresses. And that's nice play as well. And they're breaking out from defence here. This is Jude McGinty now for Largy. And they're looking to move the ball quickly. And that's a brilliant ball over the top as well. And he's found Alton Martin. And there's a chance here. Will he be satisfied with a point? Oh, he goes for goal, and he nearly got it. And he might get a goal in the end. Is it over? No, it's defended. It's saved. Saved on the line twice. And that was a brilliant chance. And you saw they were going for the jugular there, Largy. They haven't got a goal so far. They can't find a way through. Lovely play out of defence by Largy, and a nice turnover as well. They've got it back again. And I think that's the number 7, James Rooney. He's prominent down that side. McEvoy prominent through the middle always. Got a point a few minutes ago, and he's blown for over-carrying there. Well, Largy moves the ball quickly and get it up there. They have good runners, and that was a lovely ball over the top as well. And just didn't quite get there in the end. But they have certainly a goal threat. Derrylin, really, they've scored 1 point from a free and 1 excellent goal, but apart from that, they haven't had that many threats. Whereas at the other end, Largy have had 2 goal chances and could have got another point or 2. Derrylin do have a lot of possession around this area of the field, but can't seem to make too much progress. And there's another foul, and there have been quite a few fouls when they get up there, but they aren't making progress, and their frees tend to be going backwards as well. So they're finding it hard to penetrate. This is McCaffrey again. Maybe this is a way to do it. Bring your man forward and let him carry it, and he gives it to the full forward Fitzpatrick. And, well, he must have heard me saying they haven't scored a point from play. Now they have, and that's an excellent score. And that was all about going up the middle, and it was all about McCaffrey. And a nice finish from Ronan Fitzpatrick. And they sneak ahead again. And for all Largy's possession, they are a point behind. 2 or 3 big men go for it, and it drops kindly for Dara Donegan. Derrylin enjoying a nice little spell here. Number 12 is Ben Malanafi. And off he goes. The orange boots. Donegan is over this side, but instead they go backwards to go forwards. Ferguson is looking for it over in the corner, but he's been well marshalled by Stephen Cusick. So they have to go through the middle, and it's McTiernan He finds the way blocked again, so he tries the ball over the top. The goalkeeper's read that, but he misses the ball. And he's saved there by Phelan Brady, watching that situation. And you could see the keeper coming out, and I thought, oh, he might be a little bit ambitious there. He came out to intercept that, but they got the job done in the end. Now, McGinty. Largy. 2 goal threats so far, but no goals. But there's a lovely ball played in there, and it's just gone too high, and the goalkeeper read it beautifully. That's Thomas Fitzpatrick. Fitzpatrick's doing very well at both ends of the field for Derrylin. Again, though, there was just that threat of a goal, and you just feel that it's only a matter of time before Largy managed to put one of those in the net. 21 minutes nearly on the clock. Ben Malanafi puts a nice ball in there, and again it just doesn't stick, but the referee I think has brought it back for a foul out the field. The ball just not sticking in there, and it was good defending again, that time by Ryan Murphy, the number 3 from Killeven. And what would you expect otherwise from a defence managed by Desi Moan than for them to be close, and they are again, but another foul. The game hasn't caught life yet, but it's very, very interesting, and they are cancelling each other out. But you feel that the real action will come in the second half. Both teams well matched, and now he's going to just put that in high. He gave the signal, he's putting it in, but he screwed that off to the left, and yeah, it's not going to carry. He needed the aim for the far post. Now let's see that goal chance again. Martin coming inside, and that would have been a beauty. Goalkeeper got a lovely touch, that did well actually, and I'm not sure, was it the goalkeeper get the second save as well? Big credit there to Thomas Fitzpatrick. Derrylin 1-2, Largy College from Clones 4 points. McEvoy Cup final, great bit of fielding from McAvinny. Or no, it's not McAvinny, actually it's the centre half back Brady. He's had a great game. So not too much flowing forward play, quite low scoring with 22 minutes on the clock. Just the 7 scores in the game. That's mainly down to the defensive play from both sides. Very cagey. Lots of players back as you'd expect, but it'll probably open up in the second half. And Derrylin's defence does their job again. And as I say, they'll be quite pleased to be a point ahead. They've got 3 scores as opposed to 4 from Largy, and Largy have had those goal chances. And that's going to bounce all the way through, and that's well read again and easily picked up by Murphy. That's the problem, isn't it? When you bring so many men back, then when you put the ball up in the forwards, you haven't got enough men up there to make it count. This is Palauskas for Largy, and that's a brilliant turn of speed, and I wonder, is he going to go himself? Now he's going to lay it off. Now is this goal going to come? It's Palauskas again. Oh, unbelievable. He comes off the post. How is that not going in? Oh my goodness, Largy College knocking on the door for the 3rd time, and at least 3 times there. That should have been and could have been in the net, but it wasn't, and somehow St Aidan's Derrylin survive. What drama we're having in the Danske Bank Ulster Schools McEvoy Cup final here in Enniskillen. Palauskas, who nearly got that goal, gets possession again, and their crowd, their supporters, getting very animated now. It's Rooney trying to get through, but again Derrylin managed to thwart an attack. And it's Derrylin on the attack. It's Aidan Leonard. Not many options. Going to have to do it himself or come back out for help, and he does that, out to Ferguson. Now support comes and arrives. This man's got 1 point already from play, and Fitzpatrick tries again. Now that is it going to do? Well, it was going to drop under the bar, but the keeper had to punch it over the bar, so he's got a score. And there is the chance at the other end again. Palauskas, how did that not go in? How did that one not go in? And it was the goalkeeper, I think he got the second one, but they had a bit of help from the post as well. And they now lead by 1-3 to 4. 2 points in it, Derrylin. When they go forward, which is not too often, they haven't had that many chances, but when they get their chances, they take them, thanks to that fellow Ronan Fitzpatrick. That's a couple of lovely scores from play by him. And at the other end, this is Carolyn. This could be dangerous, actually. Oh, well, we've been waiting for a goal. It's been coming, and when it came, it was a peach of a goal. And it's the number 15, Aidan McFarlane from Killeven. That is definitely worth looking at again. Carolyn did the hard work, and you thought, where's he going? Oh my goodness, what a finish. That is superb. Or was it number 12? Was it 12 who got it? Oh, it was Paddy McDonald then. Yeah, he was the guy with a fantastic left foot for the freeze, and it was him who put it in the net. And McFarland was 15. McDonald is 13. It was indeed McDonald. I should have known after the way he put his free over with that left footer. I did comment about how good his left foot was. But that was a peach. 1-4 now plays 1-3. Largy into the lead for the first time since early in the game. I did say it was coming. It has arrived 4 minutes before half time. Soccer style finish. Cathcart. Referee not happy with that challenge from Rooney. Cathcart available, just gives it back to Milanofi. And Derrylin, can they recover from that goal? That's the cornerback, Conan McManus, up there. He's been forward a lot, but it's been turned over. And Largy, they do break well when they get a chance. This is McCahey, the captain. His man hanging off him, but he's still going. In fact, the other captain was hanging off him, but he's got past him. Forced to check back, and now it is Cathcart. The battle of the captains eventually won by Cathcart, and that's a strong challenge, and the referee gives him a free, but I think he was gone. He'd be much happier to go, and the referee has now let him go. That's great refereeing in the end by Martin Conroy. Thought he was going to bring it back, but he did the right thing. And that's Milanofi. Oh, and that's intercepted though. Stephen Cusick doing great work. And now this game is really opening up because McGinty is in the middle of the field with lots of room. Now there are lots of black and amber jerseys back, but if they can feed it through, and that challenge come in and left the man on the ground and got the ball. And I'm not sure who it was. I'm trying to get his number to give him a bit of credit. Those white numbers are a bit hard to see from distance in the black and amber stripes. I think it was number 2. I think it was Lawrence Doon from Derrylin who came out and made that challenge. That one spilled again kindly for the boys in blue, Largy College. Just the 2 minutes of normal time in the first half remaining, and this game is starting to really open up, and men are starting to get runs, and that's Palauskas going right through the middle. That is fantastic play, and I think he didn't quite connect, but you know, it nearly worked. He was looking for McFarlane, but it didn't quite reach. This is the other number 12. This is Milanofi picking up ball around the middle of the field. He's the link player. He's got Cathcart there if he needs him, and he gives it to him. Minute and a half in the first half, and they're aware of the threat of him to keep holding him up, but Tomas persists and gives it to Milanofi again. And there's nobody in behind. They've all come out a little bit to meet the ball. They were looking for a ball over the top there, but Palauskas has now gone back as a sweeper in the D, making it difficult for Derrylin. They've got 1 goal in this half, the same as their opponents, but they've only had the 1 goal threat, whereas Largy have had 4 goal threats at least. Strong play here by Cathcart, wasn't it? He is a big guy. He's the captain. He's tough. He wasn't having it. They were bouncing off him. Sun has come out a little bit stronger as we approach noon, midday in Fermanagh, in the Danske Bank Ulster Schools final. The McEvoy Cup final, named after Malachi McEvoy, on the famous 1953 Armagh All-Ireland final team, and a teacher as well. Past winners of this cup in recent years, Scoil Wura from Buncrana, who beat Largy actually in the final. Dean McGurk from Carrickmore and St Aidan's Coot Hill have all won this cup, but today it's going to be either St Aidan's Derrylin or Largy College. And full forward Fitzpatrick, he's put over a few beauties from play, and he's put over another one. That's a super score, and that makes it 1-4 to 1-4. We're level again. It's been a really entertaining first half, which has just gone into added time. The sun has come out as well. It's brightening up, and the game is brightening up. And you just feel there's a lot more in this. It could be real drama in the second half. Both teams capable of winning this. They have lots of match winners, lots of great direct play, lots of match winners. And this is McCahey. Leaves it off. Are they going to finish the half on a high? It's Rooney, the number 7. Oh, he's put it wide. Just swung it to the left, and it remains 1-4 apiece. Derrylin beat Dunlow in the semi-finals, 5-10 to 2-10. The only defeat was against Largy earlier in the group stages. And there is half-time. And as I say, a really entertaining first half. I hope you've enjoyed it online. It's been great to be able to bring it to you online, and that's thanks to our sponsors, ITS Cannolly on behalf of St Aidan's Derrylin and Shane Wilson on behalf of Largy College. And the other connection between the schools is that Dom Corrigan is one of the men across St Aidan's Derrylin, and he managed Clontibret to the Monaghan Senior Championship in 2014 when Desi Moan, who's the manager on the other sideline today, was part of that team along with Vinnie Corey. So old friends reunited today, but rivals today, and it's been a great first half. We hope you've enjoyed it online on Facebook and YouTube. We welcome your comments there, but we're going to take a break now, and we'll be back with the second half, which I think is going to be a cracker. Welcome back just in time for the second half. The players out, the referee ready, and management teams going to their sidelines, and off we go then. It's St Aidan's Derrylin in the black and amber in the sunshine, playing from left to right as you're watching here in Brewster Park in Enniskillen, and that's good play by Mantis Polauskas, and that's a lovely ball in as well, looking for Carolyn. Didn't quite get though. It was well watched by St Aidan's and their midfielder Dara Donegan. So 1-4 plays 1-4. Really interesting first half. Most of the goal threat was down to our right, but already it's looking like Derrylin are enjoying playing this way as well. Advantage given, good advantage given as well, because Shay Pryor has it, and Shay does well. Shay is from Derrylin. It's an all Derrylin midfield actually, and tough tackling there from Stephen Cusick to turn that ball over, and indeed they've got a free out of it, Largy College. So you're very welcome to our coverage on YouTube and on Facebook. This is Ben Malanafi for St Aidan's Derrylin, and that's going to be a free in for them. And it looks like the number 9's coming over. No, he's not. He stopped. A few messages on the YouTube live chat at halftime. Martin McBrien, good luck St Aidan's from London. That's Marty McBrien. So thank you for that. And Conal McManus, there is a Conan McManus out there, but Conal says hello from Perth, Western Australia, from 3 ex-St Aidan's superstars. Has that gone over? It has indeed, and they sneak back into the lead, St Aidan's. Well, maybe those are the scoring goals. Certainly most of the goal action was down that end in the first half. It's St Aidan's 1-5 to 1-4 now, and it's Largy College in the blue, with James Rooney from the Aero Club. Does well to hold it up and just give it into Carolyn, who's come out to get possession. Polauskas is waiting for it over on the left here. He's going to get it next, I would imagine. Indeed he does on the run. That's well managed by them. He got the ball from Brady, but he's going to have to go back and use Brady. No, he's not. He's got lots of tricks up his sleeve. So nearly got a goal in the first half. Just came off the post, but Brady now trying to force his way through and is fouled. And an ideal chance here for Largy just to square things up. Just checking on the Facebook chat to make sure everything's okay there, and if there's any comments there from anybody. And everything seems okay there, though most people seem to be watching on YouTube, but at least you have the choice. And indeed there is the equaliser. No problem for Carolyn. but it was the strong running of Polaskis, and who was with him? Was it Carolyn? That got that score. First substitute coming into the play now, and it's for St Aidan's Derrylin. Just 3 minutes into the second half and 17. McManus, it's another McManus, and I think it's Shea McManus is coming in place of Ryan McBrien. Indeed it is. So the first switch of the game. Oh, that's gone over the top now. Is the ball going to win, or is he going to get there? McTurnan at full pace, he keeps it in and he goes off soccer style. But is he running into trouble? He is. It was well met by Ryan Murphy. Oh, and they've given it away. It's popped out very kindly here for Ronan Fitzpatrick, and it's the wrong man to give it to, but he has a deadly right boot and he hits it into the roof of the net, and it's a goal for St Aidan's Derrylin early in the second half, and that could be crucial. It came out of nothing, but when he got the opportunity, boy, did he take it. 2-5 plays 1-5. Now there's daylight between the teams. Let's liven things up here. I did say that was the scoring end. Tug on the jersey, but referee gives advantage, and it's worked out as a brilliant advantage now, because Dane McEvoy has it, and he gives a lovely ball inside. He's got support from Carolyn, and now it's Largy trying to go through the middle, and that's great work from him. Very strong work as well. St Aidan's have got back, and now he lashes it. I think it came off the post, and he will get a free out of it. They will get a point out of it. But is it my imagination, or has this game just gone up a level? Sometimes when there's a goal at one end, you get half a chance at the other, and you think you go for goal as well, and I think that's what they were doing. But certainly going straight up the middle, going for the jugular. That's Carolyn, just to settle his team back into the game after that goal, and that's the second time he's done that in the second half. 2-5 plays 1-6. 2 points in it. Keeper has his cap on. Sun, as I said, got very bright towards the end of the first half, and it's in his eyes, I think, as opposed to being in the eyes of the keeper at the other end. He doesn't have his cap on. Off the ground, says the referee. Free for St Aidan's. They've got it back, Largy. That was good work by the 15 and 14, Aidan McFarland and Owen Carolyn. And a good response here, but nearly give it away again. Well, they might have. That's great tenacious play by the substitute who's come in. That's McManus, and he gets it now, and he's got a great chance for his team. Oh, talk about an impact substitute. That's fantastic play. Well, he deserved to have the finish because it was him who created it. Brilliant play to get it, and then he had the finish to make it count. 3 minutes into the second half, he came on as a sub. 6 minutes in, he's got a goal. 3-5 plays 1-6, 2 early goals in the second half, and now it's St Aidan's who have Largy College rocking. Well, I did talk about the goal threat down to the right. It doesn't always make logical sense, but in the first half there was one goal at that end and at least 3 good opportunities, and already we've had 2 goals in the second half at that end. Maybe it's something to do with the sun being in the eyes, I'm not quite sure, but it means Derrylin, they survived a few goal chances in the first half, just conceded the 1. They really could, maybe should have been a bit further behind, but instead they were level at half-time and they have really kicked on. Changed the kicker this time for a little bit further out, but same result. Matthew McCaughey They did need that one. As I said, I think they will have been rocked by not just one goal but by two, but that's a good response. And we have a message from a proud auntie, Jeanette McManus. Go on, Shay, who got that last goal. Proud auntie and past pupil watching from Bunbury, Western Australia. Keep it going, St Aidan's. Thank you for that message, Jeanette, all the way from Perth. Well, she says Western Australia. I think that is Perth, isn't it? This is good work by Dara Donegan. You can tell they're playing a little bit more fluid football after getting those goals. I thought they were maybe second best slightly in the first half, but they're certainly on top now and they're playing confidently. And they have the experience of winning the final a couple of months ago. Most of them were involved then or in the subs. And they are playing with a little bit of a swagger at the minute, the black and amber from Derrylin. Donegan. He's challenged a little bit too enthusiastically by Brady. And it's Largy here now looking a little bit shaky. 9 minutes into the second half. 2 goals and 1 point for Derrylin. Just the 3 points for Largy. So there's 4 points in it, and Ferguson again challenged enthusiastically, and the referee does give the free. Ferguson's going to leave it for Cathcart, who's maybe just coming out not just to take it but just to settle things down a little bit. And the referee was having a word because maybe Ferguson protested a little bit too much about that challenge. Good refereeing again, just to have a quiet word, settle it down. He's the man in charge, Alex McCaffrey now. This is Cathcart, the captain again. It just goes away and nearly gets the finish, but just puts it to the right and puts it wide. So 14 plays 10. 4 points in it. The goalkeeper is Ryan Quigley from Ahabog. Can they find a way up the field here, Largy? He's looking for a blue jersey, but it's St Aidan's press now. They've marked all their men, although I see the number 4, Donica, Quigley getting free. But it's gone beyond him. And on the break, and it's fed to the number 4. That was really well played, and the referee is going to hold that up. He could have given advantage, but there was a player hurt. So they will get the free and a little bit of attention as well. St Aidan's Derrylin won the McCormick Cup on the 12th of January. Just 255 pupils overall in the school. So a great achievement in their 51st year to win the Ulster title, and it's like when buses come along, they're looking for another one today, and they're very well placed at the minute. This is Cusick for Largy, trying to do something about that. And he overcarries. He just didn't get the pass away. He was under serious pressure. And it's just all going for Derrylin at the minute. That can change, but at the minute, they are having their best period in the game. And McTiernan, off he goes. Donica Quigley, he was given the job of marking him. He's trying to mark him, and they did well in the first half. But McTiernan just showing signs now that he's getting a little bit more room, and he's getting a bit of pace going. And he's drawn that free as well. And it's a chance for them to extend their lead. And Cathcart, the captain, will come out to take this one. Quite a distance out, but he fancies it. He's got a good left foot in him. Curls it. Just inside the post. Perfectly done. It's just all going their way at the minute. St Aidan's Derrylin 3-6. That's 15 plays 1-7. 5-point lead. Largy can certainly turn this around, but at the minute they need a little bit of help, a little bit of inspiration from somewhere, and that was brilliant play by Donica Quigley. He escaped 2 challenges. It looked like they were going to put him over the line and lead into the stand, but he kept going, and that's why Aidan McFarlane now has it. But his kick has gone very high and it's going to go wide, and they just need something to fall for them. It's just not clicking at the moment. And the sun has come out to mark high noon. It's midday in Fermanagh in this Danske Bank McEvoy Cup final. And the sun now very bright and warm overhead. That's why the keeper has got his cap on. Gives it short, and Derrylin will try to build through the hands this time. And Dara Donegan gets it to that man McTiernan, and again his shadow is there, but he can't stop him. No, he does stop him, and I think that's going to be a blue ball at the end of all that. The referee might hop it actually, but I think it was blue, and indeed it is. But if Largy can just find a way through, and they certainly had a lot of goal threat in the first half, if they can get something here, they certainly have the talent and the ability to still win this. They're definitely not out of this game. There's a long time to go. We've over a quarter of the game to go. This man Phelan Brady has been very, very good in the game, and again he shows a little bit of leadership and inspiration and swings on it, but how about that for brave defending? I think it was Ronan Fitzpatrick all the way back there. He threw himself on the ground. Paddy McDonald now for Largy, and they're forced to go back. St Aidan's defending on the ground and wherever they can, but defending as if their lives depended on it. And that's a great kick. No, it's not actually McCahey. It's gone to the right, and it's not going to stay in. I don't think. It looked like a good kick the way it's shaped, but it didn't go towards the target. Still in. Still a chance here for Carolyn. He might get through here actually, and he's trying to bull his way through and gets his way through and lashes it, but it's wide. They are trying, they are huffing and puffing, but they just cannot get through Largy College. They cannot get through. St Aidan's Derrylin are just been very, very resilient in there. They cannot find a way through. They're going short a lot now from the kickouts. Derrylin, it wasn't working that well in the first half, but this is much better for them. But also Largy haven't really been pressing the kickouts, so they're letting them have that possession. And this is Donegan. Looks for his captain, but it's going to elude him, and it's Murphy, the fullback, and he's got the decision. I wonder if Largy going to make a substitution. They have Owen McElvanny from Clonus, number 17, ready to come on. They certainly need something from somewhere. It's just not happening, but it could click at any minute. Ferguson coming in with a challenge, but so does Donegan, but it doesn't matter. Brady does brilliantly to get beyond him and puts a brilliant ball in, looking for McFarland, and finds him perfectly. What can McFarland do? Pops a lovely ball into Stephen Cusick. He's number 5, but he's up there and he's going for goal. Oh, so unlucky off the crossbar. Oh my goodness. And now it's McDonald on his left foot. He's got a great left foot, and as I say that, he proves the point. Well, I said that they could get right back into this game, and they have done. Largy College with a goal, and there's still a long way to go. They've got it back to 2. Watch this for a finish. There's no one stopping that one. We've had some crackers in this game, and there's another one. 3-6 plays 2-7. 2 points in it. This game is going one way and then the next. There was a 5-point lead, and I was saying Derrylin were an easy street, but now it's Largy. Short kick out works again, just about. That's well taken by Matthew Ferguson. And off he goes. 2 challenges come in, and the second one brought him down. Or was it the first one? Or both? He's made of strong stuff, Ferguson. He's from Canolly. He's fine. Just checking on Facebook here and YouTube. There's the yellow card showing actually to Brady for that challenge. It's all coming from them giving up the kickouts easily, I think. It means that St Aidan's are able to get up the field and have chances like this. That's a battle for the ball, isn't it? Who's going to win it? In the end, it is St Aidan's. 2-point lead. Back to Ferguson. They've just settled things down a little bit here just by taking the game to Largy. And that ball is coming in, and an effort for goal, an effort for a point, and it came off the post from Donegan. And that might still go over. I think that is over, and indeed it is, and that's beautifully taken. He was under serious pressure, but he swung a leg at it. And I think it's that sub again, McManus, who got that one. And you can see why they brought him on as a sub. A goal and a point. 3-point lead restored. I don't know if you can hear that, but that's his supporters away down to the right here in the stand, making a lot of noise. Number 15 has come off for St. Aidan's. That's Aidan Leonard. So Derrylin making another change. Didn't actually see who went on, but I'll try and see that as the game goes on. But let's follow the play. That's well taken back there in defence for St. Aidan's, and it was the cornerback Conan McManus. Well, they don't look rocked at all by that goal, Derrylin, do they? They've settled things. Is that a sub? Is that a 16 or an 18? Very hard to see from here on those stripes. And that is definitely a sub. That's McManus. Well, he just causes havoc wherever he goes, and he's got that one again. There's a man down, but there's a chance for a point. And it's high from Donegan, and it's just inside the post. And they have got another point. That's 2 in a row, and it's Cathcart, the captain, who was hurt there, but he's on his feet. And he'd be glad to see that his team are now 4 up, and they've almost cancelled out the goal. So yes, I think it was maybe 18 who came on there on that far side. It's hard to see, but if it is 18 for St. Aidan's, that would be Owen Crehan. Largy looking to bring on a sub themselves, or is that the sub they were looking at? Yeah, it's the one I mentioned a few minutes ago, 17, Owen McEvoy. He hasn't come on yet. That was before the goal, then they got the goal, but the way things have gone since then, they do still need something. Koloskas fouling Fitzpatrick, free for Derrylin. McTiernan hasn't had a chance to get near goal himself, his team have, but he hasn't. He got 3 goals in the semi-final, but he's a long way from goals, but he doesn't need goals, they don't need goals, and that's a peach of a point. Owen McTiernan from Canolly, and he makes it a 5-point game again for St. Aidan's. Watch the skill here, watch the technique, beautiful, off the outside of the boot and over the black spot. 18 plays 13, and now they need another goal. Largy, this is promising. It's McCahey. He gets a little bit of support. I think he's going to want it back from Rooney, and he does get it back, but still a lot to do. So he just calms it down because a lot of the black and amber jerseys are back. This is McGinty, and he's trying to find a way through all his own work, but doesn't get through. And there's the 21 you see is on for Largy. That's McGinty again trying to get it up, but just outnumbered in there. But the referee says free in. I think he said it was picked off the ground. 21, by the way, is Tyler Fisher from Killeven, who I saw in there for Largy. And now the sub 17, Owen McEvoy, is going in as well. So Desimone and Ryan McInnesby having to ring the changes. I'm sure they would have thought when they got that goal that might turn the tide, but it didn't. Referee having a word here with the, is it Doon, I think, the cornerback? Number 7 is coming off for Largy, that's Rooney. I think we're going to see another yellow card here, and it's for Doon rather. Yep, so number 2. And Polaskis with a chance here to reduce the gap to 4. Oh, is he going to go for goal? He is going for goal, surely. Well, he put it over the bar. I'd say he was aiming around that post crossbar area and see where it would go. And he put it over the bar. Well, they'll take the point. I think the way he hit that, he was going for goal. Gets it back to 4. With now 8 minutes on normal time to go. It is getting to that stage where they are going to need to go for goals. But again, St. Aidan's getting possession so much easier than they did in the first half. And it's influenced the way the game has gone. Ferguson now picking it up, and a foul on him. Oh, actually, it's not a foul on him, says the referee. That was a good challenge from McEvoy. Carolyn looking to take it quickly. Puts it in over the top, and who's on the end of that? Well, it's the sub who's in there. He's got to it at least, but it's Cusick now who's on the ball. And is this going to be another free? It is. Yeah, they're just trying to get a bit of momentum going now. Into the last 8 minutes of the game, and he'll just pop this over, I fancy, and he does. That's Stephen Cusick. Well, he won the free, took the free, got it back to 3. St. Aidan's looking at another sub. Cahir Maguire has been called down from the stand, the number 19. It's getting tense with 7 minutes to go. Goalkeeper has dispensed with his cap and arrows that one out, but it has gone all the way out. Sideline ball for Largy. Will they get 3 single points? Will they get a goal? This is the sub who come in. This is McEvoy. He's won a couple of important balls, and that's beautifully left in again to McEvoy, and a lovely little trick. He's full of tricks, isn't he? Left it off to another of the substitutes, the number 21, Tyler Fisher, and they've got it back to 2. Desi and Ryan subs are beginning to make a difference, but is there time? 6 minutes left. They're 2 down. 18 plays 16. Right, this kick out. Where do they go with it? This is a better press from Largy. They're not letting them have it easy, and that's brilliantly taken by Palauskas. Reaching into the sky to claim that one. That was imperious midfield play, and now the number 5 who stayed up there, it's Cusick. Got a point from a free a minute ago. They're looking for their 4th point in a row, but instead Matthew Ferguson is there, and he has been taken down rather unceremoniously. Free out for St. Aidan's, and he just launches it because there's not many players up that end of the field, and if they can get it to McTiernan, but they don't, because Donica Quigley did brilliantly there to win that ball from the go-to man, the danger man, and that's brilliant play by him, and that's meant that the pressure stays on, and that's a lovely ball drilled in by McEvoy as well to Rooney. He's now playing in the full forward area. Referee says no foul there. 2 or 3 men got in his way, but Rooney has definitely been moved up into that danger area, and that was lovely play, but no end product. Thought they were going to get it back to 1. Remains a 2-point game, and Ben Malanafi now. He plays so much around the middle as a link player, and that's good link play. There's a good run here actually by Cian Martin across the middle, but they've gone the other side. But Derrylin getting men up. This is Pryor. And leaves it off now. Cathcart is asking for it over the top. They look for him. Do they get him? He has come out and won this one beautifully. Oh, I thought that was going to go in the top corner, but it was brilliant play from the captain. He asked for it, and he was in behind, but he came to the front, read it well, and he won the battle this time and got a lovely score. I might even have gone off the top of the bar, you know, but could turn out to be an important score. Just edges them into a 3-point lead again. Largy trying to get a bit of momentum, trying to get it back to 2, but instead they've been pushed back to 3. That is the sub Fisher, who's got possession from the kick out. We're now down to the last 4 minutes of normal time. 3:10 plays 2:10. It's been a terrific game. This is Brady. Brady goes through the middle. They're chasing him. They can't stop him. Cathcart comes over. He does stop him, but he gives away a free. Cathcart looking a little bit tired and sore at this point, as you would expect. They've given everything, and it's tough going out there in the midday sun. This is McEvoy. Oh, and he's giving it inside, and Carlin is going to go for it. Oh, comes off the post. So unlucky. Didn't even get a point out of it, and it hasn't even got out of play. Now it has. Well, he hit that with such power that it went over the sideline. He really belted that one. They haven't had too many direct sightings of goal, and that's lovely football. Was that Malanafi again? I think it might have been. That was beautiful link play. Lovely skill. And that's why McTiernan has a chance to go at it again against Donica Quigley. Those two are having some battle. And it is McTiernan who has possession. Cathcart comes up to help, and he looks like he's going all the way. He's going for goal. Is he? Oh, he's left it off, and surely that's it. And it is ended up in a net. And I think I was going to say Fitzpatrick. I can't actually see what number it is. But that surely is that. 4:10 to 2:10. And was it the number 14? I think it was Ronan Fitzpatrick who got the goal. And it all came for me from Malanafi, from brilliant work by him further back. I think it was Malanafi. As I say, these numbers hard to see. Yeah, it was the number 12. They had the orange boots, which makes it a bit easier to see. So Largy College got it back to 2 on 2 occasions, but both times St. Aidan's have gone up to the other end and stretched their lead again, and now there's 6 in it. And surely that is that with 2 minutes to go. But then again, at schools level, you just never quite know. They go short. They have to go short. Oh, the referee says no. Must have gone from the wrong spot. Well, the game has been in the balance all the way along, but it looks now like the game is up, and well, there's a point for them. That gets it back to 5. As Derrylin send in number 19, Cahir Maguire, with 1.5 minutes of normal time to go. I think he's actually coming on for the man I was talking about, Milanafe. It's just a lovely little bit of play by him a minute ago before the goal. 2 or 3 men were on him. He evaded them and put a lovely ball over the top that set his team free. Now this ball is important. Oh, when he's won it, has he, McEvoy? He has. Tenacious play by him to win very, very important possession, but it's just evaded him, and that's the sub who came in, number 19, Maguire for Derrylin. But still, they persist, and Largy, well, they need a goal, and they just put it into the danger area, but that's easy for the goalkeeper. And there's Dom Corrigan behind the goals, and he's now making sure the defence don't do anything silly in the last couple of minutes of this game, and that's the number 2, Doon. And that's going to be a free out, and it is, and that is perfect for St Aidan's Derrylin. A lot of tired limbs out there. These boys have given everything on both sides. And that challenge coming in. Again, another free, and it's Owen Crehan, number 18, who won that free for Derrylin. They just have been able to relieve the pressure when needed at important times in the game. They've just been able to get up the field and win frees and get possession. They've had all the answers. In the first half, I thought it was Largy who had all the answers. They looked a slightly stronger team to me, but Derrylin have come good in the second half. Lots of guys showing great leadership, and I'm sure the experience of winning the McCormick Cup back in January has stood to them as well. They have ground this one out. 2 goals early in the second half, of course, were crucial. Then they get a third. So 4-10 now plays 2-11, and you can't say they haven't deserved it. Lived a little bit on their nerves in the first half and survived a few goal chances, and one that hit the post as well. But they are now managing this game nicely. And that was the number 3 doing well. I haven't mentioned him before, but Cahir Riley has played very well for them, and he was involved there, and they've just marshalled the defensive area. And Ferguson again, and he fancies this one, and he deserves a score, but it's not going to get. And the keeper's going to come out and collect that one, and does really well there to collect it. In fact, it must have gone out, because he's coming out to take a kick out. That's Ryan Quigley. We're now well into added time. They would need 2 goals. It would be an amazing smash and grab. It does happen at school level in particular. And here comes Brady. He's certainly not giving up the ghost, but look at the jerseys going after him. He has to put it on over the top, and he did, but it just didn't quite reach. And it was well read for Derrylin, and that sums up the game. They just had the answers at the right times. Largy get it back. 2nd minute of added time. McEvoy. And he's getting support here from Quigley. They're coming down the left. McTiernan saying, keep an eye on him down the left, follow him. Little show by him. He's defended a lot. Now he's having to attack a lot. Now this is definitely going to have to move quickly. They have to go for goal. They have to put it in there. There's a lot of men. They're very tired though from Largy. You see them there coming into the shot now, and they're all out the field. They need to get in that danger area to try and force something, but that's easier said than done. They are all a bit tired, and now it's going to come all the way back out, but this needs to be put in and around the square, and they need the big men in there, and that's why number 9, you see Mantis Pulaski going in there. He's looking for this to be put in. Is it coming in? Lovely little dummy there, a shimmy from McFarlane. Now it's coming into the area. They need someone to get a hand in this, but it's Derrylin who defended, and Dom Corrigan there marshalling the defence to make sure they win it. And indeed, they have been very, very solid in there defensively for most of the game, and particularly in this second half. McTiernan now doing his bit in defence, and they're just going to see this game out. 2.5 minutes into added time, and it's going to be St Aidan's Derrylin again. A double in their 51st year. What a parting present for their retiring principal, Pat McIntyre, who's put so much into the school and was so proud that day in Augher. And this is a bonus. This is the icing on the cake that they might be getting him for his retirement. Down to my right, I'm seeing all the black and amber from the crowd, the flags and the supporters waiting to get out onto the pitch to acknowledge their heroes from the school team. They are anticipating victory here, and you can see why. 5 points up, and we're now in the 4th minute of added time. Surely the game is up. This ball comes right over to the stand side to Matthew McCaughey, the captain of Largy College. Now Carolyn, they're trying to work the ball in, and Polauskas has it now, and he really is a Polauskas, and he's trying to get through for a goal, and he might get through, but no, there's just too many busy bee jerseys in there, too many black and amber, and they just can't find a way through, and it's another victory. It's the double in the Danske Bank Ulster Schools for St Aidan's Derrylin. They've done it again. And look at the supporters, look at the players, look at all the sideline coming on to celebrate again as they did in Augher. Now they're doing it in Enniskillen with a brilliant performance today to win by 4-10 to 2-11. And it really was a superb second half performance that got them over the line. Level at half time. 3 goals in the second half, 2 early on, and all brilliantly taken. But credit to the entire team, the way they defended in the second half as well. It was all about the team. And they held out, and they were so resilient, even though Largy got it back twice to 2 points. They managed to pull away. Celebrations again for the boys in black and amber. Stay with us, because we are going to stay on air for the cup presentation, the McEvoy Cup. The Danske Bank Ulster Schools McEvoy Cup will be presented on the pitch here in the next few minutes, and we will capture that on the live stream. Look at that crowd going in there, and the players loving it. Pat McIntyre in there getting a hug, and congratulations from pupils in the school, and good to see lots of girls out there as well. There's only 255 pupils in the school, and the girls, I believe, are in a final coming up as well, and they have a certain Miss Midloin in helping them, the Fermanagh player, Molly, and she's at the game today, and good luck to them. So the whole school, I think, is out there. That's about 255 out there, as well as lots of people from the school and parents and relatives and friends as well. A great day for the parish as the day, a great day for the school, and there's Dom Corrigan at the front of that shot as well, and he's been delighted to go into this school and bring some success to them. They will be setting up the presentation in the next few minutes on the pitch, and as I say, we will get down for that. I'm just checking online to see your comments and see if there's anybody commenting on YouTube. Congratulations coming in from people all over Fermanagh and all over Ireland, and indeed as far as Perth in Western Australia. All coming in with their comments to congratulate St Aidan's from Derrylin. Well, they waited 51 years, and now they don't just get one, they get 2 in a couple of months. They're going up to collect the cup in a minute when they manage to get them over to the presentation area. So that'll be in the next few minutes, and I'll jump out there with the microphone to try and capture the speeches, but I think it's going to take a few minutes to get those people over to the presentation area. I see the man down below with his microphone, but no announcements just yet, and those people out there have no intention just yet of coming over. So I'll tell you what we'll do. We will read out a few messages, and we'll take your contenders for player of the match. Who do you think was a player of the match today? Obviously it would come from the winners, and for me, Dara Donegan was excellent in the middle of the field. Thomas Cathcart, of course, at number 11, the captain, had an excellent game as well and was very influential at important times. Ronan Fitzpatrick, for me, would be certainly a front runner. He got a couple of great scores in the first half, and he got the goal at the end that won it too. Matthew Ferguson came into the game really well in the second half, and in defence, well, they were solid as a unit rather than outstanding individuals, and Owen McTiernan was a marked man. I think they had a man on him all through, but he still persisted and still contributed very well. But to me, it would be between Cathcart and Ronan Fitzpatrick. And the People seem to be still drifting from right to left over to there rather than back here for the presentation, I'm afraid. But now the announcement is going up. So hopefully that'll bring them all over and we'll get that presentation done shortly. Caroline Landers on YouTube says congratulations St. Aidan's, as does Tina McCafferty. Unreal. Congratulations, she says. Some talent in Fermanagh in this age group. And Ailish Curran says congratulations St. Aidan's and her nephew Cian Martin. Indeed, he had a fine game. He was number 5 from Connolly. Aisling Flood says Tomas Cathcart for player of the match. Yeah, he's in there. Gabrielle Maguire, though, says Ronan Fitz outstanding, and Dara Donegan. Yeah, those are the 3 that I mentioned. And Donald Brady mentions number 13, Owen McTiernan. And that is Richie O'Callaghan in the beard. He is the manager, and he was the manager in January as well, so a double for him as well. What great work that he's doing. And he's now coming over. He's the only one in black and amber who's coming over, because they're all away over at the goals area. I'm not quite sure what he's coming over for. He's coming over, speaking to Sean McGordy from Ulster Colleges at the minute. He is the cup, or is it Tommy Rogers? One of them is the cup. They were both here today. But yeah, the supporters and the players still camped over in the goal mouth. It's almost like a protest over there. And they need to come back over here, but they're not paying any heed to the announcements, so we're still waiting. I think we'll be waiting a few minutes yet, and Richie just down below us here, and he's being congratulated, I think, by some family members. He's a proud man. That's the captain there, Cathcart. He has no intention of getting the cup, unfortunately. Oh, now he is. He must have heard me. Now they're starting to move. Well, if he moves, they'll all move, because he's the captain. Yep, he's going in the right direction now. And in the next few minutes, I'm hopeful we'll have the presentation and they'll all follow him. Gabrielle Maguire says huge congratulations to St. Aidan's. Now for the triple. Well, I did mention they're in a ladies football final as well. That would be some triple, wouldn't it? We'll have to do a stream on that one as well, in the interest of equality. And Cathcart there just going to the losers and tapping them on the back and the shoulders and saying unlucky. Nice touch from him. And Cathcart, well, they're showing him the cup, but they're just having a word first to get this presentation sorted. And indeed, that's Tommy Rogers there just speaking to him, and now everybody's coming over. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave this microphone here, and I'm going to go down to the pitch, and we're going to try and capture the audio so you can hear what has been said. So bear with us. I'll go down into the middle of it.
Danske Bank, Bwydom, Cwgarchas, Ayenu, Lish on Dasgol and you, As Sar, Cliha, Ahonikmich and Shaw, in Innisgethlin. On behalf of the Ulster Schools GAA and our partners, Danske Bank, I would like to thank and congratulate both Largy College and St. Aidan's on a tremendous game of football here in Brewster Park today. Well done to both teams. Commiserations to Largy. Despite being on the losing side today, you lads have done your school your communities and your families so proud, and I would encourage you to stick with our games. Congratulations, Aidans. Congratulations to St. Aidan's Derrylin on your second Ulster Schools success this year. And again, I would encourage all you lads to stick with our games and develop as players in the future. Mawehis agal lish namunshri instaskalana. Many thanks to the teachers in both schools, not only for your work in preparing you for today's game, but for all the work and effort that you have put in right throughout this school year. And I'm going to ask all present to show their appreciation for the teachers involved. On a personal note, I would like to thank, in particular, Mr. O'Callaghan from St. Aidan's and Mr. McEvoy from Largy for their efforts in helping me to organise this game. With the recent spell of very poor weather, it was extremely difficult to acquire a venue. But today in Brewster Park, we've had an excellent venue. And I would like to take the opportunity as well to thank the members of the local club here, Inniskill and Gales, for their presence in the ground today, both inside the ground and outside. And I would ask again, would you show your appreciation for all concerned? Mawehis Foster, Lishan Rachor, Martin Conroy. I'd also like to thank our referee today, Martin Conroy. Agus Anish, Ta Ahas Undon Aram, Corn, Vicky Wee, Avranu, Arkafchin, Furin, Skull Aidan, Thomas Cathcart, Bwailam, and Corn Avranu, Arkafchin, Skull Aidan, Thomas Cathcart.
You hold us. So we hold the microphone. Okay, hold up. We got higher. Now. Tomas, look this way. Okay.
Well, what's the crack? First of all, I'd like to thank the referee for putting an amazing performance today, so thanks to the referee, Martin. Clap for that. Second of all, Brewster Park was in great condition, so thankful for the lads that kept in great nick, and clap for that as well. Third, Largy's and put in a great performance today, and it was a great battle, so 3 hoorays for Largy. Hip hip. Hip hip. Hip hip. I'd like to thank the clubs for providing us with the pitches throughout the year, so thanks for that as well. And also I'd like to thank the teachers and the classroom assistants for letting us out of class and all that crack, so yeah, so class for that as well. I'd like to thank Pat Blake for sponsoring our jumpers and all that, so thank you, Pat. I'd like to thank Richie, Pat, Mr. Corrigan and Francis. Tremendous work throughout the year, and thank you for getting us 2 trophies. And Bradley, I know Bradley as well, yeah, I can't forget about him. Francis. And finally the boys, he's put in tremendous work throughout the year, and we got the reward at the end of it, so on the lads, that's what I say. Thank you.
Aidan, remember we chat, mate. Sorry, Tommy, sorry. I'm trying to get a safe spot here, and we're on the camera here. Richie, if you could just turn around a wee bit there so we can. They don't want to see me; they want to see you. Anyone in black and amber today. Talk to me about that. The reaction, I think, from winning this is a wee bit different from back in January. There was euphoria then. It's almost like, oh, we've done it again.
Yeah. Look, it was just fantastic. You know, we had a wee bit of a target at the start of the year to win this one, more so than the other one. So it's definitely fantastic, and it's an amazing experience for the boys. You know, they've been training hard, and from our point of view, providing them with that it's been nearly a pleasure. Like they're such a good group, respond to everything so well, and you know they really did. They got their just rewards here. Now again, we were dicey at half time, but you know we changed things up, and again at half time we made changes, and I think come the end, like we were deserving winners. You know. And it's just all them. Like, you know, they've been absolutely fantastic group to work with throughout the last 2 years, and building towards this. And you know, everything has been asked of them has been given in spades. You know, and we're just over the moon, and I'm sure they'll enjoy it now for a couple of days as well.
You mentioned half time. It was 1-4 apiece. I thought you were a wee bit fortunate even to be level at half time. But what changes did you make?
No, just a couple of wee things, just tighten up, and a big thing for me was, always has been, for them to make decisions on the pitch themselves, you know, and try to tighten things up as they go. You know, we decided to drop a man off and have him there in front of the full back line as an extra bit of defence, and just it was more about a forward movement, to tell you the truth. We were very static. And
well, it worked. I mean, you got 2 goals in the first 5 or 6 minutes, and they were great goals.
Yeah, we were very static in the first half, I found, and just told the boys, you know, we kept 3 up, and we always have kept 3 up, but they were very static today. Maybe a bit of nerves as expected, but second half they started moving, they started taking the men on like they had been in previous rounds, and we got the rewards off that. And all I said to them at half time is, show what you've shown me and Mr. Corrigan and Mr. McTaggart throughout the year, show everyone else what you've been capable of doing, and that's what they did, and I'm just over the moon for them.
The defence as a unit was very good, but I suppose if you're looking for a player of the match, you're probably looking at Ronan Fitzpatrick. It was very good. Dara Donegan, obviously your captain, was good, but who do you think?
Yeah, I thought there's a lot of people very good. I thought actually there was one
and obviously it was special mention. I don't know if you're going to say the same thing, but Ben Malanofi,
he
played a lovely ball at the end out of here, just lovely composed football that led to your winning goal. Yeah,
well, Ben as well, he's came back from he had a rupture in his appendix, so he's only back.
That's why you took him off.
It's actually, it's his first start. You know, he started a couple of the first games, and so it's his first start today, and he came in and he gave us energy like we knew we did. But again, like, you know, number 11 was a very talented footballer in their team. We put young Cian Martin on him, and Cian did a great job on him, shut him down completely. You know, things like that. That's what I'm saying. These players, they just give in spades, and they just do what they're told, and they, you know, do it to the letter, and that's what got us over the line in the end. You know.
Somebody made the comment on the live stream about the talent that's coming through at this age group in Fermanagh. So with your 2 wins, I mean, can you give me a wider context here?
Look, as I say, we have 2 wins this year, but all we try to do, and all I've tried to do since I've come into the job here, was kind of provide them with the best environment. Especially, we only go to 5th year in our school, so we try to provide those 4th and 5th years with the best environment possible in terms of making them a better team, and then hopefully that can feed into the club. So, you know, I'm a Gales man, and that's probably counterproductive for my club here, because the feeder clubs are out there are different, but I'd hope to see it, you know, feeding into the club level first, and then yes, hopefully come county minor in a year or 2, and hopefully some of the boys here go on and play Macrory football as well. I'd like to see it coming through that at that level too, you know. But from our point of view, you know, we put everything into it in terms of providing them with the best environment possible to make them better with the help of the clubs, and the clubs are very, 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 very accommodating to us in terms of releasing players and helping out.
Brilliant. Okay, would you do me a favour?
Yes, no bother.
I can't go away from here. We won't get the signal any further from here for the audio. But could you get me?
Thank you.
Could you get me maybe a player to interview? You can pick anyone you like, but if you need to bring them over to me here,
yeah,
they're just over there. I think I've just had their photograph, or they're over here. I'll let you pick. You're the manager. You can pick. So that's Richie O'Callaghan, proud manager, and he was a manager back in January as well when they won the McCormick Cup. So he's doing amazing work in the school there. I don't know if he's going to be able to get back, because he's got all sorts of ones congratulating him here. That mightn't have been a great idea, but the same man, I'd say, will get someone. And I see Pat McTaggart out there. McIntaggart's been interviewed as well, and yeah, that's a tough one. I don't know. I might have to keep talking to myself here a while, but he's going in there in the middle. Let's see who he gets. I wonder will he go for the obvious names or not. They're all getting their pictures taken, and as I was saying there to him at the start of the interview, there isn't quite the same euphoria. Obviously they're delighted, but they were going crazy back in January. It was very noisy. Now it seems to be more delight but satisfaction as well that they have won this, and they've just taken it in their stride this time a little bit more. They're used to it now. They've won 2, and I see 1 or 2 players. Here's one coming over now, and it's Dara Donegan. They've got me one. Good man, Dara. Good man. We're on the camera up here. I'll just get a quick word with you. Thanks for coming over. The Derrylin midfield did the business there. The 2 of you from the same club.
Yeah, like me and Shay, we've playing since we were 5, like together, and went to primary school together, and all through up to 5th year now, next year, and we know each other inside out, and we work hard together, and we're dynamic duo, like.
Yeah, you really did well in the second half in particular. Shay really came into it the second half.
Yeah, Shay in the first half, he set his standards down with a blurry block, and second half, Shay's a dog. He work all day, like, and up and down the field all the time. You know, tracking back, his tackling was brilliant, and fair play to Shay. And second half, we didn't show in the first half. In the second half, we came out and we won the game, like, and we played to our standards.
The goals are obvious, but as you say, it's a dogged defend and it wins it.
Yeah, definitely. You know, the starting attack you need to defend, and that's what been like. Sir's been telling us that all year. Dom Corrigan and Pat definitely drove it into us as well. Like.
So the 4th goal, obviously the glory will go to the guy who put it in the net, but Ben Milanofi down here won the ball and put it over the top with a lovely bit of play.
Yeah, who scored a toss for the Tomas?
I think it was Fitzpatrick who scored. Ronan Fitzpatrick who scored it, but it was down here Ben Milanofi who got the ball up.
Yeah, see, Ben was obviously wing forward, and you know that work rate we've been told to do all year, and you know Ben was back from an injury, like, and I think it's his first game back for the school, and he's only been coming on, and now he's back, and you know he was well fit for it there today, and up and down the field, no bother, like. And
so how do you feel about winning this?
Oh, it's twice in 1 year. It's the dream, like it is the dream, and like right in the Canadians, all they want to do is play a football and definitely win something. You know, if I go on anywhere else, you know, you want to win stuff there as well, like.
So there's something about this group. There's something about this school.
There definitely is. Like the tight-knit community. Like we were only 3 clubs there today. There was no Benelec today. There was only 3: Canolly, Timor, and Derrylin, and you know we're that close together, and we know each other, and you know we play. We're all in the high divisions in Fermanagh. We all play against each other regularly, like, and you know we know each other inside out, and it's a very small rear group, and we all bond together greatly, like.
Brilliant. Thanks a million, Dara. There's 2 lads behind you, I think, coming in as well. So we'll get a word with them. Is Thomas related to Ronan, by the way?
Thomas is Ronan's first cousin.
First cousin,
My
right.
third cousin.
All right, okay. Come on in. Come on in. We've got Thomas now. Hey, Thomas, how you going? I just hearing you're a cousin of Ronan at full forward, yeah?
Yeah. So.
Tell me how you feel about winning this today.
Oh, it's unreal. Like to win the one at the other one as well. It's unbelievable, and to play this time, it's unbelievable. It's great feeling. So,
how were you feeling in the first half? They had a lot of goal chances, and what about when they hit the post?
it was just sigh of relief, just that we kept the ball out of the net, because I don't know, there was a couple of times that they'd probably wondering how the ball didn't go into the back of the net, but we've great defence, and it's unbelievable.
You were diving around there. That was desperate goalkeeping, desperate defending, but somehow you kept them out.
I don't know, just we've worked so hard. I mean, like, a lot of them boys played on the other team as well, so it just hard work since September between the 2 teams to just get defensively structured right and just limit as many goal chances as we didn't limit them, but we kept them out of the net today at least, so we did.
And in the second half towards the end, you were trying to keep them out again. It was so important in the last 10 minutes, and I kept seeing Dom Corrigan behind the goals. What was he shouting at you?
I just keep focused and don't stop the runners, just anything to, because they were going to need 2 goals at the end, so if we could just, points was all right at that stage, if we just stopped them getting the ball into the back of the net, that we were going to win the match.
And what about your goals? There were some very special goals scored there today.
Oh, you know, we've great Tomas, Cathcart and Ronan there, they're unbelievable, like so powerful and strong and just bursting through. Like one of the goals, Tomas picked the ball up and he just palmed it across to Ronan. It's unbelievable just how good they link up, the 2 of them, and then Owen McTiernan, how many runs he made and putting, so it's too good up front, so they are too good.
They're not too good. You can never be too good. All right, well done. That's the keeper. Thank you. We've one more, have we? Good man. One more interview for you before we go. How are you going? Last man in, but keep the best to last. That's what they say, you know. How do you feel about winning this in these scenes here today?
Oh, it's brilliant. Like we worked hard for it, like, you know what I mean. Like, so, like, and it was a good match as well. Like, so.
Was it a good match to play in? I mean, it was great to watch, and it wasn't over like until the last couple of minutes.
Oh yeah, the atmosphere was sensational. Like, it was unreal. Like, brilliant atmosphere. Every goal, every point, stand when they're up. Like, you know, like, brilliant.
When you talk about those goals, there were some cracking goals scored there today. I mean, there was one down there. It was their goal actually. It was a soccer style, put it in the far corner, and even Tomas with the first goal, the little dink that he put in. You must have been close to that one.
I was, yeah. No, I was a brilliant finish. No, absolutely brilliant. Like, it's the way just got it over and it's just like in nick of time. Like, you know, brilliant goal.
And how much do you enjoy playing with this team and this group and winning with them? And what's your school like?
It's an absolute privilege playing with these local lads. Hey, it's a privilege, and it's even better going to the school because it's a brilliant school as well. Hey, brilliant.
And is that all down to Pat McIntyre?
It is indeed. He's a wonderful principal and a brilliant man. Brilliant.
And then you bring in guys like Richie O'Callaghan and Dom Corrigan. What have they done?
They're the best coaches I've ever had in my life. Brilliant. Dom and Richie just brings the energy all in all, you know.
Well, I saw at the end Dom behind the goals down at that end. It was like he was nearly playing himself.
I think he was a corner forward, so he was.
Or corner back maybe, yeah. But that's when we're trying to keep it out. And the 2 goals early in the second half, how important were they?
Very important now, very important. Even Shea McManus coming on, played on the rail. He is fantastic. He is going to be something special. I'm telling you, he'll be something special.
Is there something special building in Fermanagh?
Yeah, definitely. Something is going to happen in the next 10, 15 years. I'm telling you.
Well, you've waited 50 years, and now there's two Ulster titles in a couple of months in the Danske Bank Ulster schools.
Yeah, I know. Like, yeah, but like here, something special is about this county, and it'll be shown in the next, you know, lot of years. Like.
Okay, that's a good way to finish. Thanks a million. Thanks very much for that interview. That's good words there from Man Man there, who's talking about the future, and he says this is a statement of intent, I think. So as you look at the scenes here in Brewster Park, I mean, we're going to leave it there, but we're going to say commiserations to Largy College, but thank them also and their sponsor as well, Shane Wilson, and also ITS Technology in, I can't remember the name of it, was it ITS Technology in Connolly, from Connolly, anyway, who sponsored on behalf of the school in St Aidan's Derrylin. But thanks to both of them. Oh, there's another man wants an interview before we go. Oh, well, we'll always stay on for you. We'll always stay on for you. Okay, another Fitzpatrick.
Aye.
Ronan, talk to me about the goals in the second half. They were crucial, especially the ones early on.
The first one, it came to me, bad pass from them, and I knew I had one thing on my mind, and that was goal, and just roofed it, hope for the best. And then the second goal, Tomas, he done all the work, and I was there just to put it across and put it back into the net.
Well, that goal actually came from Ben Malanafi back here, actually, in defence. It came all the way, and you must pay tribute to your defence.
Yeah. Oh, the defence was brilliant. I've the best performance all year from them.
So just the 2 goals for you. I would give you player of the match, to be honest. Now, I know there wasn't an award there, but I would give you just maybe edged it. But who else do you think would have been in the running for player of the match today?
Centre half back, Alex McCaffrey, surely. Full back, Cat O'Reilly. Even Thomas in nets.
It's interesting you mentioned all the defenders.
Yeah, they played a very big part. And as our manager says, Mr. O'Callaghan, defence win these leagues and attackers win these matches.
How worried were you at half time? What was the feeling coming out?
We were relaxed enough. We played a lot of football the last 10 minutes of the half, so we just needed to get out and running, and that was us then.
Do you think the experience from January in the McCormick final helped you here?
Oh yeah, definitely. We weren't as nervous, and the first touch of the ball, it wasn't as bad either from the McCormick Cup, and it was just easier on the ball.
Brilliant. All right, Ronan, thanks for coming over. That's Ronan done. Thanks very much to Ronan, and congratulations to him and St Aidan's Derrylin. We hope you have enjoyed the coverage here in Brewster Park in Enniskillen. A live stream, as I say, provided thanks to the 2 schools. But what a competition it is in the Danske Bank Ulster schools. There's so many fantastic competitions. This is just one of them, and we've been delighted to be able to bring it to everyone around the world. Perth and Australia, there were people watching out there, but just to showcase the talents and the skills of these lads, it's been an absolute pleasure. So on behalf of the whole live live stream team from Enniskillen, it's goodbye.